But we have a lot to be proud of in education, and you might not really see that, funnily enough, when you listen to our political opponents or when you read a lot of the media. But I think it is very, very important that we remind ourselves that we do have a world-class education system here in Scotland. You look at what is told to us by the OECD, by the International Council of Education Advisors. They recognise the good work that happens day in, day out in Scottish education. The fact that we've got the highest proportion of adults in tertiary education anywhere in the EU, that we're actually scored 4th highest in the world by PISA on global competence, the 4th highest in the world. Now, you're not going to read that many times in our papers and hear that much in debate, but it's important we recognise that.
It's up to believe that the Scottish education system was amongst one of the best in the world. Is it still?
Well, I think I don't want to engage in myth-busting, but I think it's pretty hard to substantiate that the Scottish education system was the best in the world because the data just wasn't there to support that. But our commitment to education goes back a long way, goes back right back to the 17th century. So Scotland has consistently valued education. It's seen education as being of great importance. Where we are just now, needs to be better, no question about that. I think it's interesting in the international league table, Scotland is about average in terms of the OECD. But in a separate study undertaken by the OECD looking at global competencies, Scottish young people do very well. And of course, Curriculum for Excellence, the nature of the curriculum reform in Scotland was very much geared towards building those kind of broader global competencies. So when we talk about, whether the education system is good, bad or indifferent, there's a lot of factors you need to take into account and not just to jump to simplistic conclusions about it either succeeding or